I'm one of those people that find it very difficult to have noodles, just certainly because it's not good for weight loss and I'm trying to lose some inches. But let me show you how I eat my noodles whenever I feel like taking it and don't, feel guilty eating it. You get what I mean? So in a pot of boiling water or saucepan, whichever one, just add your noodles and cover it up, okay? So after some minutes, you just, stir it up, because at that point it wouldn't be as strong as it was initially. So just stir it up to ensure everything enters the water so that every part of the noodles will be properly cooked. After 3 to 5 minutes, your indomie would have been properly cooked at this point. So you just strain and set it aside, okay? Then in the same saucepan, just add your vegetable oil. I made use of olive oil here, but you can use any oil of your choice. All right, just ensure that the oil spread in every part of the pan. Shall spread it out. That's what I mean, because it seems like this my English is not adding up. Afterwards, just scramble your egg, because you don't want an omelette egg. But if you want omelette, just go ahead and make it omelette. But I prefer scrambled egg, which is usually called scattered egg. So you get what I mean? So just stir to ensure everything is scattered, okay? At some point, I just had to, cut it myself, because I don't want it so lumpy. But then again, I don't want it so tiny. So you saw how I stirred it so that it's not, pieces. So when you realize that your egg is properly fried, please don't let it burn, okay? Just take it out of the pan and set it aside as well. Now in the same pot, you add your oil again. My olive oil was what I added my ginger garlic paste and then my onions, okay? And then I stirred this up. As usual, I will have to allow this fry for a while before I introduce any other thing, so that the onions and ginger garlic can release their flavor to the oil, okay? So at this point, it's time to add our carrot. So I added my carrot and stirred it all up together, okay? And just stir and allow it to fry up a little before introducing any other thing. Carrot is usually a bit stronger, so just allow it to fry up for a while before you introduce your fresh tomatoes. Now I don't want this looking like jollof. If not, I would have added more fresh tomatoes. So that's the reason I decided not to add so many tomatoes. I just wanted the freshness. Now you set this all up together as well, and allow it to release its own flavor, okay? Now after a while, it's time for us to introduce the next ingredients, which is the bell peppers. So I use the red and yellow bell peppers, but if you're able to lay your hands on the green one or any other color bell peppers, please do add. Now the essence of adding all this is to just ensure that I incorporate a lot of vegetables to my noodles, so that I don't feel like I'm eating just noodles, okay? At this point, I added my roughly chopped peppers, that's the atarodo, right? The Scotch bonnet. And then I added my spring onions, okay? Just to add more flavor and color to the mix. The essence of this is to just incorporate a lot of vegetables to your indomie, so that, or your noodles, I don't know why I call it indomie, the essence of doing this is to just ensure that you don't eat just noodles, you still incorporate a lot of vegetables to your meal. I now added the seasoning from the noodles. I didn't add any other thing other than that, okay? I didn't use the chili as well, because if you saw earlier when I added Scotch bonnet, I added enough and I felt like that is enough, so I didn't use the chili from the noodles. Now it's time to bring in our egg that we set aside, to just mix up with the veggies and all of that before we now finally introduce the star of the ingredient, the star of the meal, which is indomie or noodles, whatever. Now when you stir it all up together, your delicious meal is ready. Usually when I stir it up, I don't turn off the heat immediately. When I stir it all up, I just reduce the heat to the lowest and allow it to simmer for a while. Then at that point, I can serve knowing that it's properly incorporated. And this is how I have my noodles guilt-free. This particular noodles I made, I didn't even finish it. I had very little. I shared it with someone because it's quite filling. The veggies makes it more and makes it more filling as well, so you might not even be able to finish it. But yeah, this is how. Oh, I forgot to mention that I eventually added lettuce at the end, just to incorporate more flavors and more veggies to my meal, like I said. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think in the comment section, okay? Bye.